Girl. I'm your host, Roberto Alvarez-Galloso, serving you the best. Serving you the best in Americana music, true rock and true country music. Many people have said that rock and roll is dead. Even the rock group from New Mexico, Gleewood, even once said it. But let's face it, rock and roll is alive and kicking. And it is alive and kicking in one of the greatest personalities that has come from Canada. I hear her, and it's like hearing Pat Benatar, Chrissy Hind of the Chrissy Hind, and all others like Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks. I have none other than Sabrina Fallah. As soon as I could get her in the program. Oh, we also have a segment with Dr. Rob, but he'll be coming later. Okay, I just invited Sabrina. Come in. Okay, we're coming in and come in and come in and come in. Come one, come all. I'm dedicating this song and this interview to 3RG Miami, Instant Karma, and the Dropouts. And of course, I'm also dedicating this to Salty Sam and Midnight Kahuna. Oh yes. And of course, we cannot forget, thank you, Rebecca Isabel. Also, we cannot forget this cartoon character, drawn by me, by the famous Reynald de Cuba. If you have diplomatic relations with Cuba or go to Cuba, ask for Reynald de Cuba, and he will gladly give you none other than a great caricature. I have here Sabrina Fallah. I've been dying to have an interview with her. Really, 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 really great.
You can hear me fine? Everything's okay?
Oh, of course I can hear you.
Awesome, awesome.
I want to congratulate you also on your beauty. The true rocker.
Thank you.
But we're going to get started. Sabrina, how did you get started in rock and roll?
Well, I have Green Day to thank for that, because when I heard the American Idiot album, that's when I knew I wanted to be a rock singer. So if I didn't hear that record, I don't know what kind of singer I would be. So, but they're my heroes. They're my influence. They inspire me. As you can see, they're behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, I also have a lot of rock titles myself in English and Spanish. I can count. I love Eagles. I love Fleetwood Mac. I also have, in addition to Eagles and Fleetwood Mac, there are also many Spanish rock groups that I love. Of Yesterday and Today, Juanes was one that I love. And the other ones from the 60s and 70s, Los Tres Suramericanos, Los Avaloyas, those are like the really big ones in Spain. And of course, I love some of my local rock groups like 3RG Miami.
Oh, okay, nice.
Here's the 3RG Miami.
Nice. Well, behind me.
Also Midnight Kahuna, and in addition to Midnight Kahuna, the Dropouts and Instant Karma.
Okay.
And some other local rock groups, and of course I have one great favorite right now. She's talking to me.
Oh, you're sweet.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it to be, to please or anything. I'm just saying because it's the truth. And one of the songs that really got me to your music, all of them got me. I loved your video of the front line.
Okay.
I loved the video of the front line.
Okay.
But before we talk about Frontline, there was one that really got my heart. Breakthrough.
Breakthrough. Aww.
Yeah, my opinion of Breakthrough, correct me if I'm wrong. I heard the rhythm.
Okay.
The rhythm reminded me of my trips from here in Miami to Key West.
Really?
It also reminded me of another favorite rocker called Nilada.
Wow.
But Breakthrough reminded me of something called freedom. What inspired you to do Breakthrough, and who did you dedicate Breakthrough to?
Actually, Breakthrough is about me. I wrote it when I was very young, and I was trying to break through my fears and facing my fears and building up confidence and believing in myself. So I wrote that song because I go through a lot, and I wanted to help people so when they hear this song, that they can break through it and get to their goals. And you always need to believe in yourself as well to build confidence. So you have to believe in yourself first before you can build up the confidence. And I'm still building up confidence because being in this industry, it's not easy every day. So I'm still trying to stay strong and, but I'm better now. But when I was younger, I was very shy. I was still trying to figure things out. So I wrote that song actually to help myself. As I was writing it, I was helping myself with it. Yeah, so that song is really close to my heart. So I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also close to my heart too, because
Oh,
we live in, I don't, we probably have the same thing. Um, I was born in Ohio, and my family, we're all Latin, we're all Cuban. And right now, here in America and in other parts of the world, there are many people yearning for freedom, and some others are actually laughing at freedom. But right now, there are many who are looking for freedom, and that song that I heard, there are many ways to define freedom.
yes.
The definition for some people is politics. I could care less about politics.
Yeah, no politics. I don't like talking about politics.
I don't
Yeah.
like either, but I do it. But I did want to bring up that it brought it. But I did want to bring up one beautiful thing. And freedom means you're free to do what you want,
Right.
and that you're free to have your own destiny
Right.
and be accepted for what you are also, and accept others. That
Yeah.
was the freedom I was thinking about.
Right.
The other freedom I was thinking about was driving from Miami to Key West, which is now they're trying to solve that problem, but that'll pan itself out. But I love the song Breakthrough.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I also love the song The Front Line. Your video is excellent.
Thank you. I filmed that video in one day in my heels after I decided to never wear heels again. But it was painful, but it was a great experience. Yeah, but so worth it. So worth it.
Yeah. I was afraid that you would. I wouldn't wear heels at the beach or at the or at the what do you call it, or even at the dock.
Well, at the skate park was the hardest because they had for the skateboards, the bridge or the skateboard rink or whatever you call those things. But going up and down in the heels, I almost had to crawl, but I went sideways, not frontwards. I went down sideways. Oh my God, my mom had to help me because I was on real. But it was an adventure, definitely. Yeah, it was great.
I don't recommend doing videos in high heels.
Not in a skate park. And the thing is, I didn't want to take them off and change into because it will take me so long to take them off and put them back on. It'll be a waste of time when we wanted to do things fast and move on to the next. Yeah.
Yeah. Which leads me to another question. There was another song that I liked. All or Nothing.
Ah, the party song, the one that's going to
Yes.
Montreal. Yeah. Yeah, that one is
That
just
party,
a song about going to a party and having fun. I wanted a party song. That's the party song.
it reminded me of some of the wild parties that I had went to in Miami a long time ago, in my first youth. Plus some of the wild parties I had when I was in the American School of Venezuela.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't want to go into that detail because we want to say, no, I don't want to. I just want to go into detail into your music.
Right.
You have music influences like Green Day, Bon Jovi, and Billy Idol.
Mm-hmm.
What did you learn from them? What did you learn?
Wow.
What did you learn from their music?
I've
What did you learn
never
from their music?
I've never been
to
asked
have,
that. Well,
no, what did you learn from their music to have a new influence called Sabrina Fallah?
well, Green Day pretty much made me who I am because I look at them as someone I can look up to and I follow them and I listen to their advice and I take it. Bon Jovi is, oh, I think they're all the same. Like their music, the way they are, they're tough. They don't take, things from people. Um, they do what they want. They don't let people tell them. They don't listen. They do what they want to do. But my music is more Green Day inspired. But recently, I've been told that some of my songs have a Billy Idol feel to it. So I'm glad they're hearing it. And my Bon Jovi song would be my song Hurt. It's very much like you want to make a memory kind of feel to it. So um, they've all helped me in different ways, but when I'm talking about the one band is Green Day. That if I'm not happy, I'll listen to Green Day. Like Green Day is always gonna lift me up. But I love a lot of bands, but there's something about Green Day that I always go back to, and they're number one to me.
Yeah.
And I've seen them live twice. They're very good
Mm-hmm.
live. They're very good.
It's great. You also work. Let me see. You've also worked. Actually, I see in you the influence of Green Day, Bon Jovi, and Billy Idol. Yet at the same time, when I hear your voice, I hear a mixture of Chrissy Hind of the Pretenders alongside Pat Benatar.
Okay. The Pretenders was a new one. I've never heard that one. I get Pat Benatar, but how about Joan Jett?
Joan Jett, you'll have a little bit of Joan Jett. I remember who doesn't remember Joan Jett? Like when she
Oh,
said, "I love rock and roll."
I love that song. Yeah.
I also liked it when she said about, "I don't give a damn about my bad reputation." I love that song so
Yeah,
much.
I know, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, we also had some of our parties. We also had some of our parties here in Miami. Some of our wild ones that I'm not going to go into because
Yeah.
everybody's going to kill you.
All right. Then don't say it.
As I said, we're just talking about you and you
Right.
only.
Okay. All
Which
right.
reminds me, you worked with Chris Burkett, and Chris Burkett has worked with Peter Gabriel,
Mm-hmm.
Quincy Jones, Buffy St.
Saint
Marie,
Marie.
and
Yeah.
Sinead O'Connor. What
Yes.
was it like to work with Chris Burkett on your video, The Frontline?
Oh, he didn't work on the front line with me. He recorded the song with me.
Yeah, it said you released your single, The Frontline, but it's sort of like working with him because he helped you. He produced your album.
Yes, he produced it, but he didn't make the video with me. But he did the
Right.
song. Very he did it pretty fast. Actually, he played the drums, the bass, and the guitar all himself because, it's cheaper to get one person to do it than getting a band to do it, and then you pay for session and stuff. But he did it, and wow, you would not even believe it's just one person playing the whole thing, and he mixed and mastered it too. He's very good. He's really nice guy. And the funny thing is when I first met him, I went to like a songwriters association group night, and the guy outside was tying his bike up to the pole, and we just were talking, and I'm like, I'm looking for a producer who can record rock, and then this guy just gave me his number, and then I called him. As soon as I called Chris, he said, "Sure, I'll squeeze you in." He's so busy, and he still squeezed me in to do some work with them. So yeah.
That's very great. And you also have a compilation CD, Sabrina Fallah, which
Mm.
I hope to have in my hands soon. I'll probably buy it myself, but I hope to have it in my hands. And probably autographed by you. But you have all of these songs that we've already talked about. And one of them is Paradise Comes with a Price.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do Paradise Comes with a Price?
It's a song about depression, and I wrote it for people to have hope, not to let go. and that the light will shine, but you just have to stay strong because it is tough. It is tough in this world. This world is not very easy to live in. So I was actually thinking of Robin Williams while I was
Yeah.
writing that song. And I was thinking about what do I think he was going through? And I had to put myself in that state of mind to write that song. And it's not, and sometimes when you write a song, you have to put yourself in that state to write, and it can be hard, but to get this song out, I had to actually imagine that I was going through that to write it, and it came out pretty good. Like when I released it, some people came up to me and said that it helped them, and it's a nice message. So I'm glad some people could relate to it, and it helped them because
Yeah.
it is tough out there. It is very tough.
Yeah. I did hear the song Paradise Comes with a Price. Because there have been times we all have had these problems. I too have passed through these myself. And somehow I heard Paradise Comes with a Price. And it reminds me of what could have happened, what didn't happen, and how I saved myself.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I want to thank you for having recorded that song and helping me through the darkest times, which has been this last month when we've been going through a lot.
I think I think everybody is going through something
I
during
don't want to
this
enter into
time.
details of this because you talked about Robin Williams. I just want to talk about your career.
No, but I'm
But
just saying during this time, I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with anxiety and stuff like that.
your song of Paradise Comes with a Price, you said you wrote it with Robin Williams in mind. I heard it myself, but I also thought about another artist. He's not that well known.
Okay.
His son, Freddie Prinze Jr., was well known, but Freddie Prinze was a comedian, a native New Yorker. Father was from Hungary, mother was from Puerto Rico, and he was a big success in the 70s. Unfortunately, he was unable to deal with such success.
The pressure.
He had pressure, which led to depression, and he killed himself at 22 years of age.
Oh, that's young.
And he left his wife was ready to divorce him when he did that. He left a son called Freddie Prinze Jr., who is now a big actor in Hollywood. But
I think I know. I think I know that name. The son's name. It sounds very familiar.
Freddie Prinze Jr. was the boyfriend of the Sarah Gellar of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my God! Yes, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I have all the seasons. I can talk all about.
Yeah, the actress of Buffy the Vampire Slayer was the girlfriend of Freddie Prinze Jr.
So Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, right? Thanks for helping me.
Oh, yeah, because now, yes, that's where I heard the name. So that's who she's with. Okay.
I don't know if they're together, but her boyfriend at that time, I remember, was Freddie Prinze Jr.
Right.
Freddie Prinze Jr. was the son of the comedian Freddie Prinze. And Freddie Prinze Jr. was about a month or 2 months old when his father decided to end it all at 22 years of age.
That's sad. Yeah.
And I do remember Freddie Prinze Sr. I was 14, turning 15 when he decided to do himself. I mean, do himself till he killed himself.
Right. Yeah.
This song, Paradise Comes with a Price, reminded me of that. But it also reminded me how there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
That's the point. I wanted to have that in the song, that don't give up. Don't give up. Be strong.
And it's helped me many, many times. And of course, the other song that I love, I saw the video, Kiss is a Killer. What is meant by kiss is a killer? There are many people have various definitions of kiss. One is The Rock.
Yeah.
The one Kiss is the rock group. That's one
Oh,
definition.
yeah, but that's not what the song's
The
about.
second definition is the emotions.
Okay, yeah.
Two people kissing.
Yeah, that's getting close to it. Yeah.
And there are some people who look at it as good and beautiful because it's from family, from friends. Other people kiss their dogs and cats as a sign of hello, how's everything?
Yeah.
And there are others who look at a kiss as really as a killer, and some that is not acceptable. What did you what was the inspiration for you to write "Kiss is a Killer," and what is your definition?
Okay, well, my definition to kiss is a killer is that the kiss is a killer. Like the kiss is good. It's a great kiss. Like it's so good. It's like, but that the feeling is so good that it's oh my God, like it's to die for. You know, like I want more kisses. But the story behind it, I thought of the Grease theme when the guys wear the leather jackets and the leather pants and they all act cool and they're popular and they go after the girls and they give the best kisses. So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting that you're asking me the meaning because at first when I first heard the title, I thought it meant that the kiss actually killed you.
No, no, the
But
kiss.
actually when I wrote it with the songwriter, I'm like, oh, it's a good kiss. Okay.
Yeah, well, the kisses never killed me, especially the ones that I
No,
get
but
from my.
I'm just saying because the kiss is a killer. The first thing that came into my head was it kills you. But
Yeah,
it's just funny. It's just funny that all these things come into your head and then you realize, no, it means that, you know?
yeah. No, I didn't mean like that. I was
I
thinking about
know.
the
Yeah.
different definitions. Of course, I do. I like the kisses, especially from my wife, my cat. So who did?
Oh, I want a cat.
And of course, you already reminded. You already also brought up. You already sort of some other memories that I'm not going to bring up about the leather jackets. I miss. And but you have stuck up and didn't last. What was meant by stuck up and didn't last?
Pardon?
You
But
did two songs, stuck up and didn't last.
yeah. Oh, do you want me to explain them?
Explain the meanings.
Okay. Um, for Stuck Up, I was writing a song and I had writer's block when I was writing that song because I had to write it fast. So I told myself I was stuck. And then somehow up came out of me and then I said stuck up and I don't know anybody who's stuck up. It just came out, so I wrote about it and people are just thinking they know everything who are stuck up. Um, Didn't Last is not about anything about me in my life. I co-wrote it with someone and we're just writing about a relationship that didn't last and that I stayed in the song that there's no way you would go back into that relationship or give that person another chance. Because sometimes you give people chances, but sometimes they go too far and they don't even deserve a second chance.
Yeah. Between the both of us, I have a baseball type rule. I always give people three chances.
Even if they do something really bad.
Yes, and then the third chance, forget it. I gonna,
I
I,
don't, I
I'm gonna give you an example. My current wife, I'm gonna make it brief because again, this is about you. I
okay.
want this to be about you. But my second wife was once my girlfriend. My second wife was my girlfriend in the Dominican Republic when we studied medicine. We had very, very great memories, but unfortunately, since we didn't have the latest in technology to keep in touch, we drifted apart. There was no LinkedIn, Facebook, no Twitter, no nothing.
Yeah.
She went to Puerto Rico and she tried to do everything in medicine. I came here to the States and did everything in medicine. And I married. Then I got kicked out of my house. And then she married and she got kicked out of her house. And then somehow we managed to find each other and we gave each other a second chance.
But that's different. That was probably you guys were meant to be together again.
Mhm.
That's completely different.
And
Aw.
whatever mistakes we may have made, we asked forgiveness and the whole bit. And
Mhm.
but we found out we never made any mistakes. The thing was that we just simply disconnected.
It happens, and then you just find each other again. Yeah.
Mhm. So, but I've given three chances. The third chance is forget it. There have been incidents. There have been incidents in which one or two chances, and then that was it. There was someone who did something really bad to me. I said, forget it, out. But
Yeah,
mostly,
it depends on the situation. Yeah.
mostly I give three chances, and that's it. I just simply, I'm almost out of questions here in the fact that I'm just enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, but I think people are actually writing stuff.
Yeah, they are. They're my fan. It's your fan club. Everybody knows you in the States. I promoted you all around. I promoted you all around.
I'm sorry, guys. If I'm not answering your questions, I'll answer you after the video. I'm blind
Yeah,
right now.
don't worry. I answer.
I can't see. It's so small. I
Sabrina,
can't see.
Sabrina. What I usually do is I interview the artist, and then after I finish the interview, I have a list of all the people who visited, and I give them thanks and I refer them to you.
Okay. Oh,
Because
come
we're not finished.
over.
No, when I'm finished, they're gonna be buying your album, hopefully,
Please.
because your music is great. Your
Thank
videos
you.
are great. Nobody can imitate them. Which leads me to the next question.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have a little surprise also. I have someone who wants to meet you.
Is it a dog or a cat?
I wish. I wish.
Okay.
It's someone who I know a long time ago.
Okay.
He makes a lot of house calls. His name is Dr. Rob.
Okay.
But many people define rock and roll. They think rock and roll is on its way out, that rock and roll is dead. I personally don't think it's dead. I think it's alive. What is your take on rock and roll?
The way Green Day, Bon Jovi, and Billy Idol are still kicking it out there, and there's so many bands out there still going, rock and roll will never die. Just because right now in the center of the industry is all the exposure to certain people. There's so much talent out there, guys. You just have to go out and find it. Rock and roll is still alive. Like like just to share something, I am now on mainstream radio. If rock and roll was dead, my songs would not be on played on the mainstream radio stations. They are playing me like crazy right now because they're looking for new talent, but they're still looking for new artists who are in the rock. Hey, look at all those rock stations out there. They're still wanting unsigned rock bands. They want to hear the new generation of rock, you know? So
Which
no.
mainstream?
And
Which mainstream?
when people tell me rock is dying, I'm like, then why am I not dead? Why are people still listening to me if rock was dead? Why are people following me if rock was dead? Why is Green Day still successful if rock was dead? Because people are still following them.
Yeah. Which leads to the next question. You're not the only one who's on mainstream. This big crisis that we've had for 2 months, I'm now being placed on mainstream. I was interviewed by the Buzz of LA.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
But again, I want to go back to you. Which mainstream radio stations have you been on?
Oh my God. I can't memorize them all, man.
Well, I know that.
But I'll tell you the first one that played me, that got me to get on all the other ones because that led me. So WSBS Radio in Massachusetts in the United States was the first one that played me and interviewed me. And from that day, anywhere else I submitted, they accepted me. They gave me a chance, and that helped me a lot.
Yeah, I managed to discover your music via Mike Leonard of KQED of North Dakota.
KCEG, right?
You're right, KCEG. Yeah.
I have an interview with him on Monday on Facebook Live. You can tune in.
I'm gonna tune in, and we're gonna be promoting you. And I'm gonna say something. Well, I do have one other question.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Before I bring the special guest, and then I'll come back to say my goodbyes. But who is the? Do you think we could see Sabrina Fallah doing a concert in the Florida Keys or in Miami Beach?
When everything settles down and then we can get back out, sure, why not? We're in lockdown right now.
You may be on lockdown, but I've been inspired by you by Breakthrough, and I'm not on lockdown. I'm what they call.
No, I mean, like, I can't go out and perform. They won't let you.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
when I can travel, yes, because right now I don't even know if you can even go into the airports just yet.
Yep. Right now, what we're doing is promoting Sabrina Fallah, so that when you come.
Yeah, I would definitely. If there's an opportunity there, sure, why not? I'll go.
And remember, even in these times of crisis, if you have anything new or anything to say, please come to the Americana Bistro Grill. You have a home here in Miami.
Awesome. Sweet.
You're one of the greatest. 1 minute. I think someone is coming here. Just 1 minute. Wait for 1 minute. Hey, Sabrina! Dr. Rob here. You're one of my greatest favorites. How's everything? Volcano Club.
That is awesome.
I did the famous video with Midnight Kahuna. Once the Beauty, now the Beast. It was so famous.
Oh my!
They really wanted to get to me. I don't know. I'm just here making house calls.
I don't even know what to say. This is awesome.
Well, I'm just here. I just simply wanted to meet you. I had to come in for Alvarez-Galloso because I wanted to meet you so much. You're one of my favorites. I listen to you every time I make house calls on my car. I love your music.
Thank you.
You showed me a lot. Well, I think Roberto Alvarez-Galloso is just calling me. 1 minute. I'm getting yanked. Wow. Okay, that was Dr. Rob. Nice guy. Nice person. I love him a lot. But he has one of those really erratic sense of humor. He's one of those people who have an erratic sense of humor. I recommend that you see his video. Once the Beauty, now the Beast. I'm gonna send you the video. He's been like going after me, saying, "I want to meet Sabrina. I want to meet Sabrina."
All right.
So, and he already met you, and everything else is great. I don't know. I just wanted to say something, Sabrina. It has been a pleasure and an honor having you with me.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. It was really a lot of fun. And I will definitely come back when there's some new music or some more updates on what's going on, and I will definitely be sharing that with you.
Yeah, I'm going to be sending you some of my material. I'm also right now, if you see that I have a camera here, is that I'm recording the interview so that when we finish, I'm going to place it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Given the fact that also YouTube, no comment, I might also make copies in other mediums called like a BitChute or Vimeo. Okay. Just in case.
I don't know what those are, but okay, cool.
BitChute is another medium that in case YouTube fails me, I go to BitChute.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So if one fails, the other one fails. I always keep 3-4 copies of all of the interviews.
Nice.
Especially of the people that I appreciate the most.
Uh-huh.
Plus, in addition to you appreciating you the most, Sabrina, as what I'm now baptizing you as one of my favorite rockers. You're one of my favorite rock and roll singers
You mean in this generation?
of this generation and of all generations.
Well, thank you.
You're in the same league as for me, like Eagles, Fleetwood Mac.
I know who Fleetwood Mac is. They're actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also others like in the Spanish world, Juanes, Los Tres Tucanes. And of course, there's another group that I used to love a lot, the Monkees.
You know what? I hear that name a lot, and I I know, you know what? I have to go hear that band because a lot of people say I like the Monkees, and I'm like, I never check them out. I'm gonna go and check them out because I
I'm
hear
gonna
that.
send you a video. I'm gonna send you a video of the Monkees. The
Okay.
Monkees. I'm gonna give you a big brief history because I'm doing this for an hour and I don't want to say goodbye. I just want if it were me I would keep this forever. But I'm gonna tell you who the Monkees were. After the Beatles were formed, a group of record producers in RCA decided that they needed a rock group.
Right.
And then there was, and then RCA, which was the owner of NBC.
Right.
NBC at that time was NBC, not like now that it's all. But NBC wanted a special called the Monkees because everybody was going crazy over the Beatles. And at that time, well, many people say you don't have a memory, but I do remember at 3 years old that everybody was forming rock groups. And at
Yes.
3 years old, I was filming and interviewing everybody.
Yes.
Understood me at that. But at that time, there were groups like the Monkees. In Spain, there was Los Tres Americanos, Los Avaloyas, and there was also Herman's Herbert, whatever. There was even another group in Spain called Los Moquitos. They were one the success wonder. But the Monkees were the ones who really got the attention. The Monkees, Peter Tork. Hello? Are you there? Hello? Let me get back to you again. Hello? I'm going to make this short.
Sorry.
Make this short. Don't worry, I'm going to make this short because I'm
No,
like
because
losing.
somebody tried to Facebook Live me, called me. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Don't worry.
At least
I'm
they
gonna
didn't cut off the interview.
Yo, no, I already continued it, Sabrina. But I'm going to make this short. The Monkees were a made-for-TV rock group composed of Mickey Dolenz, Peter Tork, Davy Jones, and Mike Nesmith. They did a lot of great songs, but at the same time, like they say, paradise comes with a price. They had their ups and downs. They were formed at a time when rock groups were not gaining the money that they needed to gain from the record executives. In
Right.
other words, record executives would get 85%, rock groups would get 15%.
Wow.
And in other countries, rock groups would get like 5%, and the record companies would get the rest.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one Japanese rock group, four go-go girls, who did a rock and roll song with traditional Japanese music. They got 1%. The record company Toshiba got 99%.
That's how they are.
And the Monkees actually had to fight tooth and nail for their cut.
Yeah, of course. You always do.
And they managed to get their cut.
Good.
After doing tooth and nail. But at the same time, they as the 60s became the 70s, the rock group itself dissolved and everybody went different ways. Mickey Dolenz did cartoon dubbings. Davy Jones went on to be a successful singer. Mike Nesmith did the country area, and Peter Tork went back to folk music. But in 1986, after 16 years of not functioning as a rock group, they decided to go back as a rock group because MTV were showing reruns of the Monkees. I don't know if it was there by permission or without their permission, but they showed. Regardless of whether it was with or without their permission, they went back and they recorded a great song called That Was Then and This Is Now. And that song hit the charts in 1986. Very popular, so popular that the group continues to this day. My own daughter, she's now 23, she loved the Monkees when she was a girl, a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Just as much as I remember the Monkees in the 60s and 70s when they were singing. Most of my female cousins were screaming about the Monkees and the Beatles, and I was enjoying 3 or 5 chocolate milkshakes. But the Monkees continued until this day. In fact, well, they only have 2 members, Nesmith and Mickey Dolenz, because Davy Jones died of a heart attack, and Peter Tork recently passed away because of throat cancer.
Okay. Oh.
But again, they're keeping it alive with their voices and digitalization,
right?
And rehashing old songs.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna send you one of their albums.
Yeah, send it to me because I hear about the Monkees a lot. So yeah.
They were the most underrated group of the 60s. Underrated. They were the Beatles. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones had more. I was kissing my wife.
I know. It's obvious. Aw.
The Beatles and the Rolling Stones had much more traction than the Monkees. Yet the Beatles, John Lennon and Ringo Starr, actually told Michael Nesmith that they admired the Monkees not only for their music and not only for their comedy, but in their ability to win their struggles with the record company of the day, RCA.
Right.
Which they won. And in fact, the Monkees inspired Ringo Starr to do some comedy too after the Beatles broke up. Ringo Starr was another one of my favorite rockers too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because he did his own thing. But that's everything I could think of. Is there anything else that we could add, Sabrina?
You might hear me on a radio near you.
No, we're going to be hearing you on a radio near you. We're going to be seeing you on TV. We're going to be seeing you on Facebook Live. I'm going to see if I could go to all of your shows in Facebook Live. And please come and see all. 1 minute, Dr. Rob. Please play patient, Dr. Rob. Yeah, Dr. Rob is saying, I want Sabrina to see my video. That was Once the Beauty, Now the Beast.
Yeah.
But come on to also, if you, in addition to being interviewed, please come see the Americana Bistro. We're on the air every Friday night.
Okay.
Yeah, when you have to, and if you have a new album, come and show it. And if you want me, I could send an album, or I could buy it from you, autographed and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't mind giving you the money.
Oh.
That's all I could say.
All right.
But before I leave, I want to say goodbye to all of my fans, and your fans too. For everybody in Americana Bistro Grill, peace in, peace out, and peace everywhere. And until next time, and God bless. This is Roberto Alvarez-Galloso. And remember, I want to do a challenge here. Don't worry, it's not any challenge that is ridiculous or anything. But I do want to make one challenge to everybody. Actually, 2 challenges. Please, I challenge everybody to practice what Laura Marie once sang. Laura Marie is a Texan singer-songwriter. She's the one of peace. She challenges everybody to be love. She wrote a song called Be Love. And I'm advising people, please, be love. Love one another. Like the song by the Yardbirds. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother and smile on your sister. Everybody get together. Let's try to love each other. Let's try to bring some love into this world. We have to have love. And of course, the second challenge that I'm issuing is for the Health Alliance of Austin Musicians. The Health Alliance of Austin Musicians is a sort of like an insurance company public insurance company for Austin, Texas artists. Many artists have been losing their gigs because of things that have been beyond our control, which I don't want to delve into.
Right.
And many of these artists that I have known, they do not deserve to be thrown under the bus. They deserve more. They deserve a lot. And in addition to deserving a lot, they deserve to have their music heard, and they also deserve to have all of the payments for their music.
Right.
In addition to the payments, they also deserve to have health care. You're from Canada. I'm not going to delve into Canadian health care. But health care in America, especially for those who are artists, can be very, very, very precarious. I've consulted with Dr. Rob about this many times. When he's not in his crazy mood. And he has said it, that we have all of these problems with the health insurance and everything, and that the artist is unable to make ends meet because the medical bills pile up. The Health Alliance of Austin Musicians resolves that problem by paying most of the treatments or the medical care that the Austin musicians receive. If there are any other charitable organizations that help artists, please donate to them. Donate to the Health Alliance of Austin Musicians. Please donate to any other musicians any other associations that help musicians health-wise. Because a healthy musician is a great musician, and we need people like you, Sabrina, and others. That's all I could say. I'm going to say goodbye to you separately, but I already said goodbye to everybody else. So until next time. Sabrina, thank you for such a great interview.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
I enjoyed every minute. I didn't want to turn off anything. If it was me, I would go on forever. But again, even the good times have to come to an end.
Yeah.
But ours is not coming to an end. Ours is a beginning. We're going to be continuing because you're going to be always a regular in the Americana Bistro Grill.
Oh.
When you come to Miami and to the Keys, we will be with you and we will interview you live.
Oh, even better.
And we will give you a surprise. And I usually give most of our artists a great surprise. Unfortunately, I can't give surprises by mail.
Obviously.
I do dream of having a CD. I do dream of having your CD.
Okay.
I'm not gonna deny it, but I'm gonna see about. Do you have a web page where I could pay for it?
iTunes.
But I mean a physical CD.
Oh, you have to get it from me.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I can give you all that information off camera.
Okay, I know. Don't worry. I just want to wish you the best.
Right.
And that's all I could say. Just
Okay.
give me all the information. Tell you what, you give me all the information. I will get the CD. Please autograph it.
Of course, I'm not gonna send it without an autograph.
I will get all the stuff that I have from our. You already have the web pages of the Americana Bistro Grill.
Yeah.
But I'll send you a nice little surprise, and I'm also going to send you Dr. Rob's attempt at being a rock star.
Okay.
See ya.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.